guys, it's Michaela with Your Everyday Woman, and today I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow palette review on the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I'm going to go ahead and start by swatching this, then we'll get into the tutorial and then I'll give you my final thoughts. I did find this on sale. I was so excited when I did. I almost didn't buy it because I'm like, do I really need this eyeshadow palette? You know, is there other stuff I'm wanting more? But for $30 at Ulta, and it's a very hyped up palette, I figured that I might as well get it and try it. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this right here with my little girly in my lap. You get, let me see, I think what, 21 shades in it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, yeah, 21 shades in it, and it's a very colorful palette, but it could also be used as a very neutral palette. So I'm going to go ahead and start by swatching, starting with the shade Breakaway, which is just a shimmery kind of highlight shade. I'm going to go ahead and go across rows here. Stranded is a little bit more of a shimmery with kind of a coppery kind of undertone to it. Blaze, which I feel like has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. It's kind of a cute kind of little coppery kind of pink undertone. I really like it. It's a beautiful color, probably my favorite in the palette. Weekender is more of your transition shade, kind of your just kind of neutral matte shade. Still Shot is more of a coral tone. It's got more of a coral kind of tone to it. Can very well be used as a transition shade too. My swatching techniques are not the great, so just bear with me. Riff, it's another beautiful shade in the palette. It's more of your matte, you know, your matte shade, kind of more of a copper undertone to it. Good as Gone is your matte brown, which I absolutely adore this color. Hell Ride is a berry tone. Baja, I think is how it's pronounced. It's more of a true orange. Accelerate, I got my nail in that shade this morning. I'm so upset, but oh well. It's more of a coppery kind of like a burnt orange color, which I do really like that shade. Guilt Trip is another pretty purpley shade. Ignite, it would be your true copper. Now let's switch arms here. Smog is your more of a golden tone color. Wanderlust would be your green. Yeah, I'm wiping my fingers off on a baby wipe here as I do this. Wild Heart is your berry tone, but it's a shimmery kind of berry tone. Punk is another nice cool brown tone. I think it's a little bit warmer than this. Yeah, this one seems to me a little bit cooler, but don't quote me on that. Double Life would be your shimmery brown. Jet is your black, like pitch black shade, and then Drift would be, I think to me it looks more like a black with almost a green kind of shift to it, almost. Maybe more of a green kind of undertone. You know, it's kind of got the grayish greens in there. I don't know, but it's like really pretty. Radio is your blue, like your more teal kind of true blue almost. And then Big Sky is your true or kind of teal green. So, yeah, that's all 21 shades. I probably did not swatch them in the right order as all. at all, but it's my method. I just like to go across the rows. But anyway, I did come up with this light neutral makeup eyeshadow tutorial using the first 4 shades here, and then the shade Good Is Gone. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, let's just hop right into the tutorial. So I'm going to start by using the shade Weekender as my transition shade using a Morphe 441 fluffy blending brush. And I did already prime and set my eyes, just so you know. I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. So just work that into the crease until you get the shade that you want. For that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Blaze. And I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to use that as my lid shade. Had to blow off some kick up here, but I'm going to go ahead and just take that like that, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. I like using this method here because I feel like it's quicker and easier. And if you wanted to, you can even pick some up on your finger to get a little bit more of an intense shimmer. So after that's done, I'm going to go ahead and define my outer view with the shade Stranded. And I'm just going to use a little bit more of a tapered fluffy blending brush to do that. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go ahead and put it kind of on the outer V here. That's just to give the eye a little bit more definition, and then just take it and blend it up into the crease. So now I want to give my outer V a little tiny bit more definition. I don't really want to go overboard with this, but it just needs a little bit more. I'm going to go into the shade Good As Gone on a pencil brush. I'm using the M431, and then I'm just going to take it and just very lightly, I'm tapping off the excess here, and very lightly just stamping that on the very outer corner, and then just bringing it in. I want to keep this look as light and natural as possible. And then even what you can do after that is take your fluffy blending brush that you use for your transition shade and blend that up and out. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and just take the other side of this flat brush here, go in with the shade Breakaway, and I'm going to actually use that as my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. And if you want to, you could take it a little bit on the lid here. I'm taking it ever so slightly because I want to keep that shade Blaze kind of as my main lid shade, but it does definitely help. So after that step is done, for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with the shade Good Is Gone. And I'm just going to lightly line my lower lash line. And then after that, I'm going to go back in with the shade Blaze with my one of my fluffy blending brushes, and then I'm just going to kind of buff that out and just kind of smooth out the edges. Definitely want to keep this nice and soft and not too intense. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, Pop-Up Mascara, and I will be right back. So overall, I do really like this palette. I feel like it's true to what the advertisement says. It's a good travel palette. I think it was put out there to specifically be a travel palette. It's a great way to introduce color to your makeup routine if you want to play around with color, but you don't want to go fully intense. So I do like that, and I do very well see what the brand was trying to do with this palette. I only have two main concerns, and the shade Weekender I feel like could be a little bit deeper. I feel like if your skin tone is any deeper than mine, you might not be able to get that transition shade to kind of show up. I do like it as an all-over base color, but I feel like they either needed to add a transition shade or maybe make breakaway a little bit more matte and make this a little bit deeper. Or maybe just add a few. I don't feel like the transition shades are quite there enough for me. I feel like if you are, especially if you have a skin tone that is deeper than me, I would probably bring an extra transition shade if you are traveling with this palette. My only other main concern, and it's not something that bothers me, I know some people do get bothered by this, but there is a lot of kick up, so I would probably do the eyeshadows before you do your face makeup, or just make sure you're putting translucent powder as you're doing your eyeshadow, so you can just wipe it away when you're done. I do feel like this is a palette that the eyeshadows really match the theme of the packaging. So overall, it is nice and compact, it's travel size, and you'll pretty much get everything that you need when traveling. So on that note, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notifications below so that you can get notified when I upload more videos. And thank you for watching. God bless and bye guys.